Alright, we're off to a little bit of a late start today, but let's play some Mabinogi. So we'll start with the event stuff, and then do the daily dungeon runs and some commerce. I also need to use up these week 2 anniversary tickets, because the maintenance is tomorrow. After that, they're no good. Use up those tickets now. Actually, I might do some commerce after the event stuff, because it'd be sad to waste that speed potion, unless if I stack another speed potion with it, it might extend the time a little bit. Okay, yeah, now we got 12 hours, so we can do commerce anytime. Alright, let's do the mini games. So we have to do the mini games 5 times.
Start. Start.
Okay, and that's 5 times. So that's all the rewards we can get on that. And we also have an extra ticket here. Oh, and I guess we'll be getting Urusan or Pan attendance rewards today. Let's see what this says. Oh good, this will give out a rebirth potion, so yeah, we'll be able to do rebirth today, because I'm already like level 194. And the event shop gets updated after tomorrow's maintenance with even more stuff, so I think we'll wait until then to buy anything new. Let's go to Dunbarton and figure out what the daily dungeons are today. Okay, the veteran dungeon today is Berry Dungeon. And then let's figure out what the normal one is. What do we have for shadow missions? Oh, I have Berry Dungeon for yesterday's normal dungeon. I didn't get to it yesterday. Well, then I'll just leave this one and do the veteran mode. Then we'll get both done at the same time. Lingering Darkness and rescue the scout. Looks like this has enough durability. Should be fine for the veteran dungeon. Then we'll equip that. Alright. Oh, we'll move the key thing down here. And it looks like there's a room back here that we need to go to as well. Probably a key in there or something. Oh, there's nothing in here other than some more. So they made me come all the way here for nothing. Okay. And in about 16.5 minutes, we're on floor 2. Let's go this way. Alright, now for the boss. So it looks like there are 5 of those ogre warriors. And the good news is they're all, well, most of them are all in one spot. For that meteor. Well, how did I miss that big one? I thought he was in range. Alright, 2 more times. Well, this time he shouldn't be able to dodge it. There we go. Once more. Let's get those 3. Oh, that one's dead. Let's go after this one. Oh wait, no. The boost will let us go after these guys. Meteor. Oh, is that enough to get both of them? Jeez. That was good. Okay, 1 left. And done in 35 minutes and 13 seconds. I don't think we've found any fine leather here though, that's kind of a shame. Alright, let's get the end chest rewards. And an unlimited veteran pass, that's nice. An emerald, some spirit gems, some smoldering thread, and some reforged tools. And since we have buried dungeon for our normal dungeon as well, then both of them get completed. So this unlimited veteran pass is good for like a week. You can use it sometime this week or next week. Oh, I forgot to combine these transformation metal fragments. Alright, let's clean up the inventory a little. Don't need all this. Alright, and then we'll feed my spirit weapon. Let's raise the bond a little. And 66%. I think once I get to level 57 we can take up this skill, right? Yeah, that requires 9. So that's gonna be the next goal. And then after that, if we still can't get the ultimate, then we'll work on this skill. If we can get the ultimate after this, then we could get that by level 67. Well, no, a little bit sooner than that, because there'd be 2 spirit weapon quests at level 60 and 65, so that would be an additional 4 EP out of 10. I wonder if the Morningstar support puppet can be changed with one of those appearance scrolls for changing support puppets. Like, I wonder if it would affect this one, because this one comes from like the growth guide thing. So I'm not sure if it would work on that. And let's go to the Arcana Association room and process those 10 smoldering thread. What would I get at the next stage? Oh, I think the bonuses with the Wander Staff. I don't really use the Wander Staff with Dark Diviner. Alright, I think we'll do the shadow missions next. So let's use this shadow crystal. We have Lingering Darkness first. And then rescue the scout. Let's try and get some shadow mission passes too. Got one. Okay, so Lingering Darkness on Elite. Then we'll do Rescue the Scout on Hard Moon. Okay, we'll wait until one more group of 3 spawns, then we'll use Polar Vortex. There. Any enemies heading over here? Yep. Sometimes they have a spot back here. Okay, so we're done with that shadow mission, and now we can claim our Pan's attendance rewards. That XP fruit isn't worth using right now. I guess that one would be. That would push us up to 200. Perfect. I wonder what I can use that skill training seal on. Any pass selection box. Let's use this to get a Abyss pass. For Pika Abyss. And we have a week to use it. Might even use it today. Okay, next is Spirit Weapon. And 80%. I can probably get her to 57 on Friday. So what can I use this amplified skill training seal on? Let's take a look. Maybe something alchemy related? Let's use it on that chain cylinder skill. I probably have that at a higher rank, but I just don't use alchemy enough. And 5 stamina for taking this to rank 3. Water cannon's only Dan 1? I could probably Dan 2 that. In fact, let's go do that right now. We'll go to the advancement hall and take that up 1 level. I don't remember the first one being very difficult. But then again, I don't remember taking the Dan test for water cannon at all, so maybe it was more difficult than I remember. For alchemy, water cannon Dan 2. And it's on 1. Yeah, that should be alright. Had to focus on that blinker. So about 8,000 points. Could have done better, but we'll see how well we do with that. Rank A. Yeah, that's not good enough. At least I don't think it is. Yeah, no, I need at least a rank S or higher. I could probably get a slightly higher score than that now that I'm familiar with it. Let's try it one more time. I did manage to get Flame Burst Sedan too, I guess. And also, let's move things around just a little bit. So we'll put Crisis Escape there on 9. And then let's put Windmill on 4. We don't need these. Or these. I mean, what good would ring casting be here? Well, maybe it increases like the strength of water cannon or something. Yeah, we're already doing much better than last time. Yeah, the blinkers are more of a problem this time than they were last time. Yeah, we're being swarmed. This is no good at all. Okay, forget that. Worry about that later. Let's go to the logging camp and do the daily gathering, which I think is gather firewood. Oh, and really quick before that, I need to do my rebirth. So yeah, gather 50 firewood.
신기한 물건을 사려거든 이리로 오쇼.
And the daily gathering is done. Okay, next we're going to do rescue the scout. Archery skills are on what, 3? Something like that? 2. Okay. Sure, Arts, welcome to the stream. Mostly just running dailies today. I think I'll be doing commerce after this shadow mission. Oh, and in case I need to heal those guys, I want this skill bar. Yeah, it's too bad astro fishing can only be done at night, but it is good for those materials. Leveling up the stellar handicraft skill is kind of a pain to do, though. Where'd that giant go off to? Oh, there's the giant. I'm assuming he's at full health too. Yeah, it does make sense since, like, you can only see stars at night. It would be kind of cool if we got, like, some sort of event or special area, though, where it's like nighttime, like, all the time. That way you could use, they could create an event that would let you use the, stellar fishing skill, like, all the time. Yeah, it's nice that the GMs still do events like that every once in a while. I think I'll probably make it to that event, like, off of stream. Yeah, whenever they do GM events, they are usually at like, that time. But it doesn't really stop people from showing up, like, all the recent GM events they've had are packed. Best thing to do if you have, like, work or school or something is to just, like, log in and, like, wait AFK at the location, like, while you're gone. And hope that you don't get kicked off the server from the area being too populated. Well, luckily, thanks to the UI changes, you can, like, greatly minimize, like, what you see on the screen. So that should make it a little bit easier. Yeah, it is nice some people can, like, do that from work. Hope they don't get Hoping when doing that doesn't get caught though. I don't think most places, most office jobs like that would be too happy about that. So those go for 710. Ooh, and yeah, these ones sell for 4K each, so make almost 9K off those. The last one, I don't really remember, like, they gave out like a title like they usually do, and maybe like a couple of dies or something. Nothing big. I think they're giving out more this time. Okay, so that shadow mission is done. So now I could either run... I could run Pika Abyss, or I could do Commerce. Oh yeah, they're giving out a chair with this one. That's right. The Scented Bear chair. And apparently a sword. And then a title. And then some dies. And constellation bait. Yeah, so more than last time. Because I think like last time was just like maybe a couple of dies and a title and maybe one or two other things that were kind of small. Well, it might be to like help players that are like fairly new to the game or just starting out, because like in like the astrologer stuff, because I think you have to craft the bait, which gets easier, but like might be kind of difficult for someone that's just starting. Also, I really like the anniversary gift box that's shaped like the cat here. They did that like last time, I think. I should use the astral imaging stuff to get a couple of stickers of this box. So what time is it again? It's gonna be... Yeah, okay, so they're doing one from 11 to 12 and then another from 4 to 5:30. So I'll probably do session 1 off of stream, and then I'll probably attend session 2 on stream. I probably won't stick around for the whole thing, though. I think you get all the rewards just for attending one of them. So at least they have it at 2 separate times. And it looks like session 2 will be in the Library of Secrets. Yeah, even I'll probably be getting like 20 FPS or something like that. It's gonna be a pretty laggy event. I think I'm gonna do Pika Abyss today. Kinda feel like doing it. We have the pass. And then we want the chain blade on the other thing for the ghosts. And then like that. And in case any fine leather drops, which it very well might, with the bear out. More just running Pika Abyss for fun. Like, it'll drop some smoldering threads, some spirit gems. But no, I'm not hoping for like any like drop in particular. I think the Duke's boots dropped like once a long time ago when I was running this thing. Probably have that in a pet inventory somewhere. It's funny though, because the boss is actually easier than the dungeon itself. Like, I even think the giant tree in Coil Abyss is more of a challenge than the boss here. Mostly because all you really need to do is keep your distance from the Duke. Like, I think if you tried close combat with him, he'd probably be a lot more difficult. But it's really not that hard to like stay away from him and just attack with magic from a distance. Yeah, like some of the ghosts and the ghast enemies too are really annoying. That's why I have the chain blade equipped. And this place is even easier with Dark Diviner. Like, I was doing these runs, like, with Elemental Knight before. Although Elemental Knight could handle the ghosts fairly well because it has, like, physical attacks, too, that actually hurt them. Which is the one nice thing about it. For most of it, I can just spam Thunder a lot, and it does the job just fine. It's probably one of like the few things Elemental Knight is still like good for. Unfortunately, Battle Astrologers kind of replaced Elemental Knight in almost every way, but for the few ghosts that are resistant to like magic-based attacks, Elemental Knight is still a really good option. It's also kind of cool seeing those ghost servants and also the mummies in Pika Abyss. Those are usually exclusive to versions of Longa Dungeon. Yeah, a lot of people like combining the Battle Astrologer with Harmonic Saint. Yeah, I like spamming Thunder, it's fun. Like, I would definitely say that Thunder is the magic skill I use more than any other skill. Like, I use it way more than Fireball and Ice Spear, that's for sure. And Meteor, I use Meteor a lot too, because like that's also one of those skills that's like a combination of magic and physical, so it's really good for dealing with ghosts that are immune to magic and stuff. Yeah, the cooldown for it is kind of long, but it got a lot better with the with like time shift and the boosts from your Chain Slasher talent. Oh wow, he lived through that. That's nice. Okay, good. No guests this time. Let's get a little distance. And we're gonna get him... Oh, do not want the back. Go back into the ring there. Attack him from this distance. Yeah, that'll work. He didn't dodge that, did he? No, okay, good. And we still have 2 more. Oh, come back here. Where'd you go off to? There we go. Well, at least we got him with 2 of them. That's good enough. I used to just take him out slowly with Thunder, but the Dark Diviner skills take him down in no time at all. Okay, get these guys out here. I'm not gonna wait for you to vanish. Nope. Good try, though. Alright, Jasper, Smoldering Thread, and Spirit Gems. It went a lot better because no guests showed up. Like, if they would have showed up, I probably would have died, like, once or twice. And then, like, gotten to a corner where they couldn't find me, and then I would have used some of my meteors on them. %. Spirit Gems is one of the reasons I did this. Trying to level up those dual guns. When we're leveling, I can take the skill up. I think now we'll switch to doing commerce, probably for the rest of the stream. So we want a commerce stall bag. Still gonna use magic. But we don't need the chain blade anymore. Oh, and I guess I could pick up Kinu's Revenge too. I should pick up that daily more often. I think I'm like a rank 3 gold or something like that. Oh, rank 4 gold. I made a lot of progress yesterday because I did some airship runs. Went up about 2 or 3 ranks yesterday. Yeah, so gold 3 will be next. Pretty close to that. Alright, Kinu's Revenge, defeat a bandit boss ogre. Find one of those, and we'll see what they have to trade in Dumbarton. Should start my trading in Ulad since they don't appear in Idia. Nope, they don't have anything good here, so... where else is good with the alpaca wagon? Maybe I'll see if they have any of those good lovely potions at their Conail, and then we'll check out Tailton if they don't. Nope, okay, so let's try trading from Tailton then. Okay, we'll take these to Bangor, and then maybe we'll see if they have some lead that we can take to Idia after that. Should have Kinu's Revenge done by then. Oh yeah, and give me the normal daily trade too. Make 3,000 seasonal ducats in profit. Easy. Oh, and there's the boss ogre. Perfect. He showed up fast today. So that's already done. I definitely think Dark Diviner is by far the best Arcana for, like, commercing. Like, Thunderblight can just activate that and take out even Master level bandits fairly easily, and then Polar Vortex, like, you can use that right around your commerce mount to crush any enemies that try and loot it. Yeah, very little effort. Because, like, Thunderblight just keeps attacking, like, each enemy, like, one after another. Without even needing to do anything, so it's very low effort. Yeah, even on a mount, that is pretty cool how, like, if Thunderblight is still active and you get back on a mount, then you can, like, still attack stuff. And, like, if you use Polar Vortex, you can actually change weapons, and, like, Polar Vortex will still be active. I've done that in, like, veteran dungeons before. Like, I've used Polar Vortex, and I switch back to using Battle Astrologer. I don't know if I'll actually try out Sacred Guardian for Commerce. I might try it out just to see how well it does, but I'm definitely gonna try out Blast Lancer with Commerce, see how well that does. But seeing as how it's more meant to, like, focus on one or two enemies at a time and not like large groups, it probably won't be that good for it. And Sacred Guardian is more of a defender talent, so I'm not really sure if it will be good for Commerce or not. Actually, now that I think about it, Sacred Guardian might be good for group commerce on land. Because then if you're helping new people, like, do commerce and stuff and fighting master bandits, you could draw, like, most of the attention away from the new players and help them out with bandits that way. Yeah, that would be helpful. Because commerce is one of those things where it's like, it's very difficult and very tedious to get into, like, in the beginning, and then it gets a lot easier, like, as you do it. Like, at this stage, bandits aren't even really a challenge anymore. Let's go see if Core has anything. But it's a lot more difficult at the start. For anyone, like, starting out commerce, I would definitely recommend, like, having Meteor and Dance of Death in the beginning. Those two skills are very helpful for, like, early commerce days, because Meteor really packs a punch and is good at taking out high-level bandits, and Dance of Death is like a really long windmill that prevents bandits from looting your mount. It's pretty effective. No, they don't have anything here. Jeez, all the good stuff is gone. I don't think they'll have Vale's vodka, but I'll check. They usually don't most of the time. Let's go find out. go this way. I think. No? Turn more? Yeah, turn. My guess is it could be as early as August. So we could get it like in August or September or something. Or if it's like really late, then we'll probably see it by at least December, I think. Because like Korea got their 2 new Arcanas in like January and February, I think. So if we're about 6 months behind, then 6 months from February would be about August. I believe Sacred Guardian would be first, and then like the next month would be like Blast Lancer. Nope, they don't have anything good here either. Okay. Fine, I'll just trade thing. Well, let's see what Quilla has. I'll check out Quilla. Yeah, that would be kind of nice if it happens during a master plan thing. Yeah, nothing good here. Okay, so... I guess I'll trade from Tilton again. Yeah, I think the Mabi updates that we have to look forward to so far is Mabinogi Mobile is coming out in South Korea like at the end of March, like around March 30th, I think, something like that. They already have a website up for that, and then the next big news to look forward to will be South Korea's next Fantasy Party update, because they'll say something else about Unreal. And then the NA will have the Arcana to look forward to, probably a little bit after that. So those are like the next big 3 news events that I'm looking forward to for the game. I'm really looking forward to mobile. Like, it might be I don't know if it'll be, like, how successful it'll be, but it looks really good. Like, I've heard nothing but, like, good reviews about, like, its gameplay and stuff, and it looks like a solid, like, MMO. It doesn't look like a cheap phone game. Plus, it has a few pretty good music tracks in it, too. So I'm curious to see where that goes. The other thing about mobile too is when they do a global release, I hope they do the same thing that they're doing now. There's like a pre-registration event that gives out a really cool like cat beanie thing for characters, and I really want to get that fashion item, so I'm hoping they give those out when they do the global release too. Well, yeah, I mean, you can't play, like, the Korean version, but, like, they'll probably do a global release, like, a few months later, if it's successful. I mean, the only way you can really play, like, on a server in Korea is, like, if you, like, know someone in Korea, you might be able to ask them if you can, if they can help you out, because, like, you have to basically prove that you're, like, a Korean resident to, like, log in. So there are ways to get around it, but typically it's pretty hard to do. But no, if it's successful, then hopefully it'll be, like, out in the NA, like, maybe in, like, the summertime. That'd be kind of nice. I also think it has a lot of potential for creating, like, advertising for the game, too. Like, if that becomes really popular in, like, an app store, then, like, there are going to be a lot more people searching what Mabinogi is. It's good publicity for the game. We really need more advertising. Yeah, they probably will. They'll probably be like, oh, this is Mabinogi. I've never heard of this before. And then they'll probably poke around a little bit. Wait a minute, there are two of them? And that's what I'm hoping for. Then people will check out this game, find out about Eternity, and stick around. I guess for, like, the Bard talent on Mabinogi Mobile, they mentioned something about, like, having some sort of, like, dancer-type combat. Pretty sure that was an idea inspired by, like, FF14 or something. Kind of curious to try out that, see what it's like. Let's trade this. And what about lead? Oh good, there's a lot of it. Let's use the camel. I'm not gonna go overseas though because of my speed potions. And one piece of coal. Wait, where are we taking this? Tailton, 421, okay. That'll do. I mean, there's also going to be, like, some of the basic ones, like, warrior and archery. But it looks like the combat is a lot different. But yeah, I'm curious to see where it'll go. I'll definitely stream Mabinogi Mobile too, like when it comes out. Over here. Where did that doll bag go off to? Did someone get cancelled? Oh, maybe it did when I was like flying in Veils. Yeah, that makes sense. Even the map is a lot different. Like Dumbarton is like north of Tyrconnell on the map, and like Port Cobb doesn't exist. Like instead of Port Cobb, they have like another port that looks like a combination of Port Cobb and Bangor. Pretty small map so far, but it'll expand. Yeah, I'm not sure how big the game download will be. But I don't really mind if the game is like a little bit larger than other games to download. Like, I just care that it's good. I don't think it will be like a heavy game like Genshin. At least not in the beginning. I mean, maybe as they add more generations it might get pretty close, but at the start it'll probably be pretty small. Oh wait, I need to go Tailton, not... Okay, so then we'll go through Osna Sail, and then past Rabby Dungeon, past Bard Camp, and into South Tailton. Yeah, there are a couple of games that can heat up a phone pretty quickly. For something like Genshin or Mabinogi Mobile, it might be better to use like a tablet instead. I think bards can even play music in that game. I'm gonna be curious to see like how the composing skill works in that game. Like if you'll still be able to compose like random songs from different like shows and stuff like you can in this version. Yeah, because I imagine it'd be kind of difficult to like copy and paste like song code like you can for this game and like put it in the mobile one. I mean, I guess you could like use a mouse and keyboard with your phone. There are like ways to do that with like a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard. but overall it would be kind of an inconvenience, so it'd be nice if they had like a faster, better, more convenient way to code songs. As for the original Mabinogi, I hope the barding system gets better when we move to Unreal, because one thing I always really liked about MapleStory 2 was its barding system. It was like exactly the same as this one, but like more advanced. Plus they had an ocarina instrument. I wish Mabinogi would give us an ocarina instrument and then like update the composing skill to be like the one in MS2. Yeah, very similar composing system. It just had like one or two extra like features that made it a little bit better, and they had like a few different instruments. And yeah, I really enjoyed playing the ocarina in that one. They had like that instrument in their cash shop. I really wish they would add that to Mabinogi. That was a lot of fun. Because I just recomposed a lot of the songs that I had composed in Mabinogi for my character in MapleStory 2 as well. Yeah, a few more instruments would be nice. I mean, I don't think we've had a new instrument since they added like the drum set. And the drum set was implemented when they did the Fantastic Melody thing, which was when they added that stage to E main. And that was years ago. That may have even been before the Kimono Friends crossover, I think. So that was like 6 or 7 years ago, maybe? Hey, alchemy crystals, very nice. Let's take some of those. Oh yeah, an acoustic guitar would be kind of cool. I'm a big fan of like the previous like musical updates. Like the stage in E main is kind of cool, freestyle jams are a lot of fun, but like we need new instruments, we need new things to actually play, to like make new sounds. These days I do most of my barding like freestyle jams and stuff like at the Tara Banquet. If I have the time to go to that. Can't really play like random songs on stream. I think the freestyle jams were implemented when Music Q happened. That one also gave out, like that one introduced like the Milky Way instruments, and I think maybe the Renown system. Singing does kind of suck in this game. Like, I'm not really sure how much they can do about that though. I don't think we'll ever... Even with Unreal Engine, I don't know if we'll ever be able to have, like, characters actually singing actual words to songs. At this point, singing is more for, like, using the bard skills to buff up. Since at, like, rank 5, you can use it without a microphone. Yeah, it would be nice if they could find a way to, like, include singing more with the bard talent. Sort of one of the underused skills. Speed potions are fading. Maybe I'll see if I can take any lead over from Bangor to Idia then. And then I can use speed potions when I get there. Oh, okay, so at least there's still a way to do it, but yeah, it requires a lot of effort, it looks like. I think the only other online game that I know of that had like a barding system is like Arcade, I think. I think they let you play songs too. I think you can also play like songs on instruments in like FF14 as well, but like it's a lot more, that one's a lot different. Not sure how that one works. Yeah, I don't think there's any official server for Arcade anymore. They had like the original, and then they tried like redoing it and making like a better version of it, and then like that version got shut down too. There might be like a private server for it up, like I never really got into it, so I don't know, but that would be the only way the game would have survived at this point. I originally tried downloading the game once to like, because I heard they had a barding system, so I was kind of curious about that, but for whatever reason the game didn't want to load when I installed it, and then I just gave up. And then later I found out, oh, it's gone now. much lead do they got? Yeah, they got lead. We'll take some of that. Looks like Philly is the best place to take that lead. 594. And we'll take a piece of coal there too. Yeah, from what I heard, Arcade had like a lot of potential, but like it just had like a lot of problems, and the player base just kept being smaller and smaller. I think their improved version was like called like Arcade Unchained or something like that, and like people said it was better, but it just didn't last. I think they also had a good housing system, if I recall right. It's one thing Mabby needs is a better housing system. Our housing system sucks. Yeah, I don't know. Mabinogi's always had like a really loyal community. Like there are some players that like just refuse to let this game die. But in recent years, I do think they've been making like good updates. Like with the previous director of Mabinogi in Korea, I think like the game was on its deathbed, honestly. We were all just kind of waiting for the day when it might stop existing. But with the current Korean director over there, like I think they've been making really positive changes, doing everything they can to make this game relevant again. Like I think at some point they just had to ask themselves, like, do we want to shut this thing down or do we want to like save it and make it better? Like what's the more profitable option? And luckily they chose to keep it going. We have a very crappy housing system. Like, no one really uses the housing channels anymore, and homestead houses are a little bit better, but compared to other games, realistically, they're pretty bad. Like, I think when Unreal comes out, they're just gonna have to take a hammer to the whole housing system and, like, destroy it and rebuild it from scratch. I think it'd be a smart move if Mabinogi like took notes and made a housing system that was similar to like FF14's housing system or World of Warcraft's. World of Warcraft implemented a housing system where they basically like copied like what FF14 does with theirs, but WoW apparently did a really good job on it. A lot of people are really happy about that update. It's pretty recent. I'm really excited to see Eternity posts on the Korean site about... Like, I'm waiting for the posts about what they plan on doing about the housing system and what they plan on doing about, like, the, like, some of the older indoor areas, like Duncan's house or the bank. where it's like, or Emain Castle even, where it's like 2D, and if you use like 3D viewing using like the dressing room, you can see that the place looks like it's made out of cardboard. So there's also going to be like a lot of like indoor locations that they're just going to have to like gut and redo. Also, the inside of Emain Castle should be way bigger than it actually is. Like, if you look at Emain Castle from the outside, it is actually pretty big. And then on the inside, there's only like a few rooms that you can go into. They do have a post about like what they're doing with Tara, like in their last update in like at the end of November of last year. One of their Eternity posts covered that they were moving to Tara next, and they were like explaining the process of how they were like planning on redoing some of the textures and stuff to make it look and feel like Tara. So there'll probably be like a Tara update or a trailer about it, like when it's like finished or near finished. I think like Tara and Emain are going to be like the two big cities that are going to have to be redone. Everything else is kind of small, like Bangor isn't that big, Tailton's a little big, but not really. And Dumbarton is pretty much finished from the way I understand it. They also made like a lot of good changes to Dumbarton too, like they moved some stuff around to make it like a little bit easier to like move around the town. So like they added like a big staircase going up to the magic school, where like there's usually that just that wall in front of the training dummies and stuff. They put in like a big staircase there to make it more accessible, and they moved like the stairs around at the town office to make that easier to get to as well. Yeah, they didn't drastically like change how the town looks, but they just made it more accessible, which I think was a really good move. I definitely think that they should like leave Bangor the same, like looking the same, but like it would be nice to have some wider walkways. Like when you first go in there, you're pretty much like squished between the moon gate and the trading posts that are right there at the entrance. Like make that a little bit wider, put a little bit more space between the moon gate and the trading post. And then there's like that walkway that like turns and goes like down into the town. That could be wider too, I think. It'd be nice if there was a little bit more space in that area. It'd also be kind of cool if they like put in some sort of like lift So like when you go to Bangor, you could just like turn and go down the path into the town, or you could just like walk onto like a lift, and then it would just like drop you down into the town. That'd be kind of cool too. Luckily, I don't think Idia will take too long. Like, Idia is mostly just empty fields and trees and crap. Like, I think the biggest town there is maybe Vales. I think that's even a little bit bigger than Philia, but it's not that big. I am hoping that when they look at Idia, though, they'll realize how little is up there and start giving that area more updates. Yeah, I wouldn't mind some music for like Longa Desert or like places like that. That'd be kind of cool. But like, I want to see fishing in Port Conus and Port Sella. I want some kind of shadow mission system in the Muyu Desert so we can actually figure out what the heck happened there. Like, I want to learn the history of like the Muyu Desert and the society that was there like before. And I also want veteran dungeons for the Idia dungeons, so those could be relevant again. Like, those are a few of the kinds of like updates I would like to see in this continent. Just make it like relevant to come here again. Yeah, music like that would be really cool for it. This is definitely... Idia is definitely a continent that's like that. It's mostly a wild area with not a lot of towns. I think when we move to Unreal, it would also be kind of cool to remove a lot of the teleports, so a lot of the invisible doors. I think it'd be kind of cool if, like, for airship commerce, if they would let us, like, fly over Solia, and then, like, they could put in, like, a trading post at, like, Starpoint that, like, airship mounts could, like, go over and land at. I think they could really improve, like, airship trade by doing stuff like that. But probably can't do things like that until we get the new engine. Also, rafting needs like a ton of bug fixes too. And there's more that could be done with rafting, like, I mean, the river goes a lot further than just from here to here. They could add in, like, one or two more, like, rafting routes. I think for starters, like to get ready for the Unreal update, they should, one, improve the current rafting system by doing a bunch of bug fixes, and then I think the Dragon Boat event should become like a permanent thing. Like that should become a feature. People should have the option to choose if they like want to use like that anytime. Because it's really not that, you know, it's not special enough to be an event, but it is special enough to be a feature. Rafting is also a pretty good way to get those likability pots and also herbs if you don't want to hunt for herbs. Hey, they do some of that coracle rubber. Nice. I was kind of expecting them to be out. Alright, we're gonna take that to Aquila for $6.49. Oh yeah, and I guess I can use a reduction candy. I have a lot of them. I haven't been using them as much as I should. That's an ancient elephant, isn't it? Yeah, you're going down. No ancients here. One thing I'm actually really looking forward to doing in Idia is, like, to prepare for the Blast Lancer. I'm hoping I'm gonna create my giant character next month at some point. And I'm really looking forward to learning the final strike skill, the giant's version of Final Hit, because I've never learned that before. I read on the wiki that you get it like from the Blanid's first memoir or something when you complete Gen 1 or something like that. But no, I'm gonna get it the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna get it by talking to Tons in Vales and do the quest. I don't want to get the... At least my first time getting that skill, I don't want to do it the cheating way using the Blanid system. I think overall, like, the Blanid update is an overall positive. I just don't like how it draws, like, attention away from, like, some things in Idia. Like, now you can get final hit and, like, final strike just by doing the blinded stuff. Well, that means you don't need to come to Idia to, like, actually put in the work, and, like, that's kind of disappointing to me. Yeah, it takes away too much of the challenge. Like, I remember getting final hit back in the old days where you had to get the sketch of the warrior with 2 swords, and then you had to also get it during a thunderstorm to get it when it was glowing. And then if you couldn't get it that way, you could buy the sketch for around 50,000 gold off the player market. Like, I probably did the final hit quest 3 or 4 times myself, and I probably helped out friends with it, like, about 5 times. A lot of fun. Yeah, it could be a lot back then. Like, I remember when I was really new to the game, I really liked the cat cape outfit, and I got that for my character, and, like, that costs anywhere between 300,000 to 400,000 gold, and that was, like, the first, like, really expensive item that I ever, like, bought in the game. Took a long time to save up for that. Had to do, like, a bunch of dungeon runs, and I sold, like, a couple of event things. Hey, there's an ancient. Sometimes you can just tell by their size from a distance. I also remember when these guys used to be a challenge. I have like some crazy screenshot of my character just like doing like a jumping sword attack on one of those guys. I think I was fighting like an ancient back then. Ancients are basically like random RNG treasure chests. Most of the time, like, some of them don't drop anything, some of them only drop a couple thousand gold, and then occasionally some of them will like drop gems or even a decent piece of armor that you can either use or sell. So yeah, you can get some good stuff from, like, taking down ancients. And it doesn't really take that long to do it, so usually if I see one, I just take it out. Okay, good. I don't have too many bandit badges. I did sell a bunch of them recently. Yeah, if you want to. I think it's fun, just like zapping them. It's also kind of like... It also kind of teaches you to identify like if they're ancients from a distance or not. For smaller enemies like the mongoose, it is a little bit harder to tell like from a distance until their names become visible. Well, taking out monsters with lightning is what's fun for me, with thunder. Whenever I use thunder, I kind of remember that scene in like Return of the Jedi where Palpatine looks like he's having like a really fun time, like zapping Luke Skywalker to death. That's why I imagine like every time I use thunder, I'm just having a fun time zapping anything in sight. Ooh, how much does that go for? 213? We'll take that to core. Might also be that I also hold a grudge against some of the ancients. In my early Mabinogi days, you go up against most ancients and they would kill you. So part of it might be motivated by revenge. Like, whenever I pass by this area, I kind of remember, like, how tough, like, cactus lizards were back in the old days. Those monsters were scary. And now they're easy. Yeah, pretty much. I think Mabinogi does sort of have that problem where, like, a lot of older monsters are just, like, too easy. Like, even running a shadow mission on Elite or running a dungeon on hard mode advanced, for the most part, isn't really that difficult anymore. Like, when you kind of get to endgame, the only things, like, Abyss dungeons might be, like, a slight challenge, veteran dungeons are a little bit tougher, and then, like, field raids, and then the endgame dungeons, like Phantasm, Crombass, and Glenberna are, like, the best content. They're, like, the most difficult. Although some of the outlaws that you hunt for bounty hunting are pretty good, though. Like, No Face Nelson has final hit, and that rabbit bandit is really, really fast. That one almost killed me when I fought them, so that one surprised me. Not really. Like, I've done a few practice rounds in Phantasm, but that's about it. And, like, I have done some of the field raid stuff. Like, I would go and, like, take on the Black Dragon once in a while, because you had to hit him with, like, thunder some odd times for the lightning rod training skill to get that for the quest. But in general, I just don't do most, like, endgame content like that. I'm not really much of a raider. I think the biggest, like, group activities that I've gotten into in the game is, like, airship commerce. I don't really mind doing that, because airship commerce is a lot of fun. Yeah, it pays really well, both in gold and ducats. And it's like very low effort, like I just AFK until enemies show up, and if it's normal enemies I just use my bow, and since I'm an elf that's very handy I guess, and then dual guns for the dragons. Like, I would definitely say that airship commerce is a lot easier than normal commerce, at least if you're not piloting the ship. I've never actually piloted an airship, so I don't know how difficult it is from, like, that perspective. Nope, I'm an elf. And, Mirage Missile is, like, one of the reasons why, like, elves are great for airship stuff. But yeah, my character wears earmuffs to hide their elf ears. This was the only thing thick enough that could, like, hide my elf ears. So if I put these earmuffs back on, you can kind of see, like, where my ears, like, poke out a little bit on the ends. But the earmuffs do a pretty good job hiding them. Because I didn't want my elf ears to be, like, visible when I gave him, like, cat ears, so I thought, like, how can I hide those? And that was the closest thing I could come up with. I kind of wish they would just add an option to, like, make ears invisible. To make them, like, transparent for people that want to use, like, animal ears. I think that would be a really good option, because then you could use, like, a lot more hairstyles. Like, even on my humans, if I have cat ears on that human, then I only use, like, hairstyles that specifically cover up both ears fairly well. Because it's especially hard for elves to, like, hide their ears. Like, it's nearly impossible just because their ears are so pointy. Even the small ones. But the original Xanafied cat character is human, and then I created an elf character because by the time I could stream, Xanafied cat was, like, around Gen 19 or 20 into the game, and I thought it was just a good time to start over, and I went to elf because when I first joined the game, I think elf was maybe, like, the race I played on the most. So I wanted to reach endgame with an elf for once. Sell that and... Oh, they only have 2? I'll take the 2 that they have. The elves' extra walking speed is one thing I really do like about them. They are fast. Like, humans are really slow, like, Fleet Feet, Blanded's Golden Halo, and, like, finding, like, first and second titles that increase your movement speed, and even, like, a totem to get your movement speed up by 3% for a human, and you're still slower than elves. You're not even half their speed. Yeah, it is nice. I also like the elves' hide skill. I'm gonna miss that when I switch characters. Although I do admit I do miss Final Hit. Like, there are times when, like, I like, Final Shot is just not as good, and like Final Hit and Final Strike, like, those let you teleport around, so I mean that's fast for combat at least. So I do kind of miss that. I'm looking forward to getting like a Final Hit like skill when I go to Giant. The one nice thing about Final Shot now is that you can use the Elven Magic Missile skill when without being transformed into a falcon while Final Shot is active. And with, like, the F1 through F3 keys, you can pick, like, what elemental arrow you want. It's not that random spinning wheel crap like they had before. I think it was, but now if you use Final Shot, you have access to those arrows outside of the transformation, which I think was a really good move. It still kind of limits it, but it gives you like another option. And that was before Gen 2 transformations were improved. Like, Gen 2 transformations are a little bit better now that you can use whatever first and second title you want with it. And the 2 reasons I'm going with Giant next is because, 1, Giants will be the best choice for, like, the Blast Lancer Arcana, and I want to be ready for that, and 2, like, I've never really gotten 10 game with a Giant before either. That'll be my first time, like, doing that. Like, I think the furthest I've ever gotten on a Giant is maybe, like, Gen 3. And Mirage Missile for hot air balloon, airship trades, and rafting. Mirage Missile is such a broken elf skill. That's by far one of the best archery skills for like those types of content. Yeah, it does a pretty good job, like... It doesn't always spread to other enemies, but it's effective. Like, the advantage to Mirage Missile is that it can poison enemies that are out of range. So, like, I can get that guy from, like, way over here, or I'll even get that one that's way over there. Like, it's its range that's really good for rafting and, like, airship trade. Like, here, we'll go way back here. We'll get that one over there. Oops, and then... Yeah, and even though the actual attack only does, like, 1 damage, it's the poisoning effect after that does, like, more damage and kills the enemies. And that's why it's really good for, like, hot air balloons and airship trades and rafting. That's what makes elves, like, the best at that. How much time I got on those speed potions? 4 minutes. I think we'll do one more commerce round then. One more. That's why elves are, like, in high demand for airship trade, because they're such good archers. Let's do a Tailton run to Bangor, I think. I think that'll be the only thing I'll ever bring Xanafiedneko back for, too, like, in the future. We could take this to Dunbarton? Okay. Is like, I think when I start playing on a giant character most of the time, like, if I'm ever asked to do, like, group commerce or something, I'll probably switch to Xanafiedneko for that, but pretty soon this character will be more or less retired. Yeah, like, my basic plan is that I'm gonna reach endgame with, like, a giant character next, and then I'm basically gonna use my giant for around 2 years, because it took I've been playing on Xanafiedneko for a little over 2 years to get him where he's at, so I'm guessing it'll take about the same amount of time with the giant. And then if Project Eternity isn't done by then I'll just bounce between the 3 characters and, like, have Xanafiedneko and Xanafiedcat catch up on content for maybe a year. And then, like, hopefully Unreal Engine will be out by then. And then maybe like a month or so after the Eternity update comes out, I will actually create another new character because I want to actually do a character like the first character that I create like in Unreal, because all my other characters will be before the update. I'm not sure if I'll ever get into endgame dungeons or not. I'd be open to the idea, so like, I might look into it. Especially like if Blast Lancer does really good in like those endgame dungeons. We're also getting a new endgame dungeon with Blast Lancer and Sacred Guardian. I've heard some kind of like mixed feedback about the new endgame dungeon. I think the new endgame dungeon is also connected to like Generation 27. So like around the time we get the Sacred Guardian and the Blast Lancer, we should be getting like a new endgame dungeon and like a new generation. Around that time. Oh yeah, there's that smoldering thread I got from the Abyss dungeon. Let's go ahead and process this real quick before I get off. So minus 120k in smoldering thread. Made 696 today, that's not bad. Would have been closer to 700 and... Or no, it would have been closer to like 820k if I didn't use up that smoldering thread. Oh yeah, and I should also spend some gold on repairs. Could do the remote repair thing, but I'm gonna go to Mela's. Mela's is also my favorite, like, blacksmith and weapons shop in the game. I always like coming here to get my stuff repaired. Yep, you can... The 100% success rate, that's been around for a while. You can still do the basic repair, but like there's like a chance that it'll fail. It looks like Mela's has a 95% success rate even with the basic repair, so that's good. Alright, and I think we'll wrap up the stream right around here. So tomorrow the event shop gets updated. We have that to look forward to. And we'll probably check out the new shop, do event stuff, and then daily dungeons and commerce, just like today.